Hey Hatchlings, it's DragonFeather and welcome back to our channel. I'm going to be doing the first book tour, Book of Shadows tour. This is just where I'm at so far and wanted to share it with you guys. So this is the first page. It has like all my extra little paper in the folded part, and then there's some feathers. And then this is kind of like just a bunch of nature feathers and 2 crystals for the title page of the book. Now I'll probably add to it in the future, but for now that's how it is. And then the next little spot is going to be for table of contents. Now I've completely organized this book, every page, and this is going to be a little intro on it, and then I'll have some terms and definitions, just like, you know, words that I feel like are good to know. So here is my personal page for my magical name and just the spiritual side of me. I ended up drawing the egg and glued that on there, and then drew the words and did the same and painted the cover. And now all these little notes here are what each little section is going to be about. So I have a few of these big sections in the book, just for certain topics that, you know, I can't really fit on just 2 pages. I had to kind of expand somehow. And I really like the way that this came out. I feel like it's a great way to utilize the space that I had with the book, and if you guys are interested in me doing like a how I add pages to my Book of Shadow, just leave a comment below and I'll like go into how I like make these huge foldouts in the book. I'm just showing you guys a little bit of what everything's here, just kind of like the layout of what I'm gonna put in here, and that's kind of like a shot of like the whole thing, so it's pretty opened up, and I really like it a lot, so I added a few of them in the book. So the next one is going to be my guardians and guides, and that has just a little list of the guardians and guides I want to put down, and then my familiars for Keisha and Cuddles, my little black kitten, and my late little bun. And then I have my awakening page, and this is kind of like just for the Kundalini awakening for now. But then the next section is for connection, and we have breathing, meditation, and grounding. And I just wanted to like go over the basics of connection. And we also have chakras. I'm gonna do another whole entire fold out for that one. And then we have auras, and these are just like little notes for me to remember what to put in each section. And then the next page we have dreams and lucid dreaming, and then astral projection, beings of light, and vibration, energy, and frequency. And then on the last page of connection we have consciousness. So now we're moving into the more practices. These are just little tiny like overviews of what each little section in here is. So the first one is Wicca, and I wrote these myself. The next one's Witchcraft, and like I said, I wrote these myself. They're not like off of some website. I just kind of like channeled whatever was like naturally flowing at the time. And then we have the Draconic Path, of course. How could you miss it? And the last one that we have in this like little section is Fairycraft, and just goes over a little bit on what fairies are, how they can help us, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna add to this page yet, but I definitely want to add more. So the next one we have Wicca. I ended up doing a pentacle with an upside down pentacle in the back, and then this is going to be the reed. Right here is just like a little picture that I glued down, and there it actually folds out one more time, but I like totally forgot to open it up. It doesn't matter because there's nothing there, but this is the entire Wiccan reed that I hand wrote myself, and I'm gonna like cut out some fancy words that say the Wiccan reed on it, and yeah, that's just the entire thing, little fold out right there, and then behind there's another page, but there was nothing on it and I completely forgot to show you guys, so my bad. So here's the god and goddess section, and I'm also gonna do a little part on the great right here, and then we have the elements. So we have earth, water, fire, air, and spirit. I'm considering spirit an element, and each one has like their own little labels. So there's the earth invocation connecting to earth, earth forms, earth spirits, earth correspondences, and the last one is earth spells. So every single element is going to be those same topics, but I just kind of had it on one of them so I wouldn't forget. And then this is a little charm bookmark that I kind of added to and edited a little bit that I wanted to share with you guys. So pretty much fire and air are going to be the same, and spirit might differentiate a little bit, but for the most part the same. And then we have the wheel of the year, the seasons, the Sabbats, and then this is why I wanted to create this book. This is the Samhain section of the book. And I wanted to kind of create a book to, you know, document my knowledge for the different sabbats and just kind of like document my knowledge in general. And so we have a sound ritual, sound lore, sound spell and craft, and then sound correspondences. And I have all of these written down already. I just have to like put the information where they go. And then I'll be doing that for every single sabbat. So during the particular sabbat, I'll find things outside and glue them on the page, and then they'll all have their own unique section. And I really hope that it all fits in my book because it takes up a lot of space, so pray for me. The next we have Espits, the lunar cycle, and the power of moonblood for the females, and drawing down the moon. The next little section we have Witchcraft and 13 Goals of a Witch, as well as symbols and correspondences. And then we have magic, different types of magic, what is magic, and raising magical energy, just some notes so I don't forget what I want to put in there. And then the next one we have is ritual, and this is kind of out of whack only because I'm folding stuff. So here we have casting a circle, and I forgot what the top one was, but I'm just pressing down some leaves. And then we also have tools on that side, and then on this side we have basic ritual, building an altar, and then I believe the last one is ritual, bath, and robes. And so they're only out of order just because I'm pressing flowers. And then that was sacred ceremony. So moving on, we have spells, and these are just going to be some random spells, types of spells, spellcraft, how to create your own type of thing. And then the next one we have is witchy crafts, so making a book of shadows, making a wand, pinecone candle holder, and making a candle. I'm sure I'll add more. And then we have initiation. So then on the next side we have the Draconic Path, and then we have the Dragon Pentacle that I'm going to put on top of what I have planned for that page. And then the next page we have Dancing with Dragons by DJ Conway, and this is a poem that I found in her book Dancing with Dragons that I really loved. I feel like it captures draconic energy and the essence of dragons very well. If you guys haven't heard the poem, I highly recommend you read it. It's just so beautiful. I'm sure you could pause it to read it if you wanted to. And then on the bottom we have the Draconic Ring Code, and this is a poem found in her other book, Mystical Dragon Magic by DJ Conway, and I really like this too. I feel like it's kind of like a code of conduct, I guess, for people to follow when they're on the Draconic Path. I don't know if every single one of them follow it, but I really do love it, and I resonate really highly with it, so I decided to put it in my Book of Shadows, and it is quite the poem. It's very intense and kind of confusing, so I'm kind of like decoding it as I go. And then on the next side, it's going to be Draconic Ethics and my personal prayer to my dragons. Then we have Dragon Gods and Elemental Dragon Guardians on this side, and for Dragonkin, I have another fold out. And we have Dragon Types, Dragon Fae, what is a dragon on that side, and then on the other side, I have Dragonkin, connecting with Dragonkind, and Dragon Hybrids. And then on the next page, I have Monte and meeting Monte, and that's just going to be all about my connection to my personal Dragon Guardian. And then we have Draconic Ritual, Draconic Magic, and Draconic Spells, and I'm going to put Dragon Script on that side as well. So for the next section, we have Fairycraft, which is going to have the 7-pointed star. This is a meditation called Becoming the Fairy Tree, have a little bit more information on trees, and then the Fairy Zodiac. And then next will be Fairykind, and I'm going to be doing a fold out like my Dragonkind one as well. And then we have Fairy Guide, and then nextly we have the Fairy Ritual, Fairy Magic, and then the Fairy Spells, and I've decided to do 3 spells on this page, and on the other one too. In the next section we have Divination, so we're going to have Tarot, Shadow Work, I believe Runes is the next one, though I'm struggling turning the page. Yeah, Runes, and then Scrying, and that's just a little list of different scrying methods. And then here is going to be all about crystals. I'm going to be doing another full pull-out thing for this one. And these are just like different things that I want to keep in the crystal section so I don't forget. And they're going to be like different pages, different outlines of the different parts. And then next we have herbs. And these are just like essential herbs, herbal blends, herbal medicines, and herbal magic. Just to have, just to know. And then next we have mythical creatures, and this is just gonna have some information on mythical creatures as well, so I'm really excited about that. And then lastly we have the zodiac, and moving on to the last section, which is the universe, we have the world, the planets, if I could turn the page, we have the sun, the moon, the stars, constellations, and then we're gonna have, I believe, universal laws. Yep, so we have universal laws, and then we have sacred geometry on the next page. And then I believe on the back it was just kind of like conclusion and notes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the full like flip through. The last two things I added was just 2 coins from this little pouch. I don't know, I kind of wanted to keep them with me. This one, they were both a gift from my sister, I believe, and this is llawych Irish, and I'm very Irish. Pretty much all my heritage is Celtic. And then this, I don't remember what prayer it's called, but it's literally one of my favorite prayers ever. I really resonated with this like my whole life, and to have it on a coin with me is kind of like good to look at when I'm having a hard time. I'm pretty sure it actually comes from Christianity. I don't really know where this whole poem came from, but I remember it from my childhood, so I really wanted to keep that in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Love you guys. Stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky. Bye bye.